Hey guys, good morning. Daisy says good morning. So I'm working from home today, so I thought it was a good day to do what I eat in a day. So my boss is having his cabinets put in, so he asked if we could just work from home. Sounds great to me. So yeah, so the only thing I've had so far is this. So in this Starbucks cup, this is the venti size. I have a two double Nespresso shots. So 2 shots total. It's like the double espresso scuro is the one I use. So I have 2 shots of espresso basically in here. 10 ounces of steamed unsweetened vanilla almond milk. So that's gonna count as 1 point. I do it in my little steamer that came with my Nespresso, so that's 1 point. And then just 2 tablespoons of the Torani sugar-free vanilla syrup, 0 points. So this is just a 1 point coffee. It is like 10:45, so I normally don't break my fast with anything but black coffee or water until 11, but I did get up early this morning and I went for a run and I went for a long walk with Daisy. So it's only 15 minutes before. I really needed some coffee. And I really wanted like a iced kind of coffee latte, so that's what I'm having right now. Hey guys, so I'm back on my floor. God, I can't wait to move. And I've got a 310 shake here. So it is now 12:03. Normally I would have my first shake at 11. Today's just kind of a crazy day, guys. And I am working from home. I'm not getting up, getting ready like I normally do. So I'm cool with just having this 310 shake. I made a salted caramel one today with coffee. There's a recipe on my channel if you want to see how I made it. This is like a staple. I have this probably every day. I actually just ordered a new flavor. So far I have had vanilla and I've had salted caramel. I've tried the chocolate and I really liked it, but I mix mine with coffee really frequently, and the chocolate's already got like a decently strong chocolate flavor, and I feel like with coffee it might be a lot, so I didn't reorder that. But I saw they had a special today that you could get a shaker bottle plus a big bag, the 28 servings like big bag that I show you guys, of a shake for $59, which is really good because normally the shake itself is like $69 for 28 servings, and it is like 15 or 20 for the shaker, so it's a pretty good discount. And then shipping is included in that, so that was like pretty good deal because I think the normal shipping is like $6, and then of course you can go up and like get it quicker. But I try not to let myself run out or I have to pay extra shipping, because a lot of times the shipping will be free if you hit a certain amount, just like the regular shipping. So I try not to let myself run out. So yeah, I ordered that and I got toasted coconut, so I'm pretty excited about it. The weather here in Charlotte is really up and down, so some days it's pretty cold, like in the morning, and at night it's like pretty cold. It's getting down to like 30-ish, but during the day it's kind of like spring weather, like chillier spring weather. And I know it's January, but like North Carolina weather, southern weather is so weird. And so it's kind of like a little crazy. And yeah, so I kind of am feeling like a spring smoothie, spring shake vibe right now. I think that the toasted coconut is going to be so yummy for that, because I was looking at Aldi, where you guys know I literally buy like everything. And at Aldi, they have all these like tropical, like frozen fruits. And I kind of was thinking, what a good thing to go with toasted coconut. Like that'll be really good. So I got toasted coconut. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I'm gonna like it. It has really good reviews. Like a lot of people in the 310 Facebook group talk about how good it is. So I haven't had a shake from 310 that I haven't liked. The vanilla chai, I'm like not super hype on. And I really like chai, so I don't know why that is. But yeah, that's the only one I really don't care for. I would still drink it, but I wouldn't order it, if that makes sense. It's pretty good with some coffee in it. It's like a vanilla chai latte, like a dirty chai latte, but I don't know. That's the one I probably wouldn't order on my own, but everything else I've had has been really good. So I'm excited to try the toasted coconut. I think that's going to be like a go-to for if I'm feeling like using the blender that day. Probably gonna keep 2 like vanilla and salted caramel for work, just because it's easy to throw some coffee in there, shake it up, be good to go. But like when I'm home, or if I decide to make one in advance and take it, I feel like the toasted coconut's gonna be so good with something in it, like using my new blender that I'm getting. It's coming today. I'm so excited. So yeah, that'll be coming hopefully in the next week or so. And hopefully it'll get here before I move. I think it will. I still have a week and a half. So yeah, pretty exciting for that. So I'm having my first shake of the day, and I wanted to sit down and talk with you guys about 310, which is why I'm kind of like harping on it so far in the video. So I'm just gonna probably plop this into my what I eat in a day and talk about why I do 310. I know that people get a lot of hate for doing like protein shakes and stuff instead of meals, and I want to make it really clear that if you see my what I eat in a day is, you know, I eat a lot of food. Like, I don't just starve myself on shakes. That's not good for you. That's not something I'm ever going to promote, and that's not something 310 promotes. I don't feel like that's really something that most like legitimate shake companies promote. To me, having 310 is like having a Premier Protein. It's a really good supplement. They're 90 calories a shake, most of them, and they have 15 grams of protein, you know, pretty low fat and carbs for a shake. And so, and then ingredients are really good and natural for the most part. The only thing in it that they have that's like kind of is xanthan gum. A lot of people aren't a fan of that, but it's in a lot of stuff. It's just like a binding agent basically. And so I don't know, there's still a lot of research coming out on that. I've looked into it myself and I feel like it's fine, but we'll see if that changes in the future. Maybe that'll change my opinion. But other than that, the ingredients are really good. They're pretty natural. It's all organic and it's completely vegan. It uses triplex vegan protein. So I don't know. That's why I like it. And it's not super expensive when you think of the fact that you're kind of like replacing this with your groceries. If you were buying this to supplement, like, and still buying all the groceries and buying all the meals, yes, it would be super expensive to do. But especially if you're doing 2 shakes a day, that would be really expensive. If you're just doing 2 shakes a day and then you were buying the 28 serving packs, that would be $140 a month, which I don't feel like is that bad. I probably spend a little more because I like the tea and I like the lemonades too. So I spend a little bit more, but if you're just doing the shakes, you know, 2 a day, that would be 14 shakes a week, which means it would be, you would use up that 28 in 2 weeks. That's how I'm like getting that number. I don't always do 2 shakes on the weekends. Sometimes I'll just do 1. Sometimes I don't do any. I'm a lot less strict on the weekend as far as the shakes, because a lot of times I'm eating out and stuff. So still staying in my Weight Watchers points, but less strict about 310, less strict about intermittent fasting. Like, I still try to stay with it. Like this weekend, I'm having the Super Bowl is Sunday, and then I'm having a little party for that, and then I'm also doing lunch with my grandmother, and then babysitting my godsons on Saturday. So I'm gonna shift my window. Like, I'm still gonna eat 8 hours, but I'm just gonna like shift it a little to accommodate those things. So I'll like kind of break intermittent fasting in that way, or maybe I'll break it by like 30 minutes. I don't know. I try to just focus on 12 hours of water fasting over the weekend, if nothing else, but I try my best to stay with it. And 310 really helps me with that. That's one reason I just love it. Like, first of all, they say they have a really supportive community on Facebook. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's that supportive. It's kind of just people like blaming each other and like having opinions, but that's really every Facebook group. So, I mean, it's not any worse than other Facebook groups, I guess, but they are really welcoming, I'll say. Like, if someone's like, hey, I'm getting started, they're really nice, but then it's like, you start with the opinions and it's like such a thing. So to me, that hasn't been a big reason I've stuck with it. I've stuck with it because I like not having to make food choices. So like in the morning when I get up, 11 o'clock, I get to work, you know, it's time for me to break my fast. I can just have a shake. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to pre-pack the night before, other than just putting a scoop in a Ziploc bag. Like, I don't, or grabbing my blender bottle. Like, I don't have to pre-plan and pre-pack, because that's where I fall short a lot of the time, is like not pre-planning enough for when I go to work. I do pretty well at home. I do pretty well at not eating out if I'm like prepared. So doing shakes helps me be more prepared. I can honestly say 310 shakes keep me full for like 5 to 6 hours, plus a little snacking, but they for the most part keep me full and help me curb my cravings a lot. That's something I haven't found in other shakes. Like when I was doing Premier Proteins in the morning, I would be super hungry like 2 hours later. Or isogenics I did for a while. I found myself really hungry after those shakes too. These actually really help me curb my appetite and cravings. Of course, I'm snacking along the way, as you guys have seen, but I don't feel that like hunger, like I need a meal, I have to eat now, I'm hangry feeling with these. And I really like that. I'm not in pain because I'm hungry, and that's so nice. Especially as someone trying to lose weight and whose stomach is maybe a little bigger than it should be, or someone who's been trying to eat less. That's just really nice. So that's a big reason I like it. Like I don't have to sit down the night before and pack my lunchbox. I don't have to do stuff like that. It's just so nice. Like, and snacks are easy. You just throw them in a Ziploc bag. So much easier than like cooking a meal and meal planning it and stuff. I mean, for some people I guess it's probably not, but for me it is, because that's just something I have no interest in. Like I see all these people on Weight Watchers especially doing like meal planning on Facebook, and like Sunday they take 2 hours and they cook and they divide it, and I just have no need to do that. I don't want to do that at all. It sounds horrible to me. I love to cook. I do love to cook, but that's something I love to do each day or every other day. It's something really fun for me to do throughout the week. So I don't necessarily want to cook everything and then just save it on one day, because I do enjoy cooking throughout the week. So this is like such a good option for me, because I can just have 2 shakes at work, and then snacks, and then come home and cook dinner for the day and the next day, or for that day, or like whatever, you know. That is such a good option for me. It just makes my life so much easier. It's just so convenient. And then I'm also kind of justifying the cost because I'm not spending as much money at the grocery store. And that's really nice. Like whenever I go grocery shopping, I just have to keep in mind dinners and snacks. That's it. And then like maybe a couple of drinks if I am feeling stuff, but I've just been trying to focus on water and coffee. But it really helps me in that regard too. And I don't know, I just love it. I think they taste so good. They're not chalky, they're not disgusting. They taste like protein powder, don't get me wrong, but they don't have like a gross aftertaste like some things do. They mix so well with coffee. They mix really well in the blender bottle. Like you can just shake it up and it's good to go. Like they mix well, especially when you add something hot like coffee. And that's such a plus for me that I don't have to use a blender if I don't want to. They are probably thicker and like creamier in the blender with almond milk and like all this stuff, but you don't have to do that. Like you can just add water and it's fine. That's what I like about it. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. That's why I do 310. I'm not saying you have to do 310 to be successful. I'm not saying that you need to have a shake in your life to be successful. I'm not saying to have a 310 shake twice a day and then a dinner and don't snack in between and starve yourself. That's not what I'm saying either. Like if you guys watch my what I eat in a day is like this one, you will know like I eat a ton of food and I make sure to hit my points every day. Even though the shakes are only 1 point, I make sure to hit my points. So, and I've seen so much success with that when I'm actually sticking to it. So yeah, I just want to sit down with you guys for a second and just explain 310 and why I do what I do. It's so flexible. Don't think that I'm like on a super strict regimen, 11 o'clock a shake, 3 o'clock a shake, like every day. That's not it. During the weekdays, mostly that's it, with a little give and take on the time. But on the weekends and special occasion days, sometimes I only have 1 shake because I'm just not that hungry. Sometimes I have, no shakes because I've just got stuff going on. I'm busy, like whatever. Guys, make it work for you. My biggest thing is staying in the Weight Watchers points and trying to stick with my intermittent fasting. But these are just such a helpful tool. They're not some big, like, this is all I have. Like, I'm not going to be on Instagram like, oh my God, 310. Like, this is the only thing that matters to me. Like, that's not true. But it is such a good tool. And that's how I view it, is a tool to help me lose weight and a tool to keep me healthier, because I do have more energy when I have them. And I think it's just because I'm not snacking constantly when I have them, because I'm not having as many cravings. and I feel lighter, I feel better. I'm not weighing myself down with food early in the day, and that's just a really good feeling. And so yeah, so that is a little bit more about 310. That's why I do 310. You guys should definitely check it out if you want to. When you go to the website, you can get a starter kit like pretty cheap, and just like check it out. What do you have to lose? It's so good. And yeah, this is not sponsored at all 310 doesn't even know I exist, but that's why I use it. That's what I do with it. So yeah, all right, I'll catch up with you guys later after I drink this shake, and I'm probably having a snack.
Hey guys, so a little bit ago, I realized I have not eaten anything, and it is like a little after 2:30, and I've had a big bottle of water, I've had a shake, and I've had a iced coffee with almond milk, and that's it. And I was like, girl, you are not even eating anything. You need to eat more. And when I'm on my period, I don't want to eat at all. For some reason, I just lose all my appetite. So I made something pretty yummy here. This is an 8-point snack slash kind of late lunch, I guess. I'm gonna have the points for the day because I'm not feeling snacky, so I figured why not. So this is a Big Mac bowl. I've shown you guys this before, but it's just got shredded lettuce on the bottom. I've got about 1/4 of a cup of onion cut up. I've got about 1/4 of a cup of pickle cut up. That is all 0 points. And then I have an 1/8 of a cup of shredded cheese. That's 2 points for an 1/8 of a cup. I've got this Big Mac sauce. It's a vegan Big Mac sauce I make. I'm definitely planning next time I make it to videotape that, but in the meantime, you can literally just Google vegan Big Mac sauce. I have that. The reason it's got spots on top is because I put salt on it. So I've got a sprinkle of salt on top. And then these are the Aldi Earth-Grown vegan crumbles that are like beef crumbles. Guys, these are super low in points. It's a cup for 2 points, or I did a 1/2 of a cup for 1 point. And you just throw them on the stove real quick with a little cooking spray. So easy. So this is a quick, easy snack I'm about to have. It's 8 points total.
Hey guys, just checking in. So I finished my Big Mac salad, and it's now like 3 p.m. And I am just feeling horrible. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel crappy. My stomach hurts. I'm bloated. It's that time of the month. So I decided to have some of this. This is the 310 detox tea. I don't know if it actually detoxes you. I don't really believe in detoxes, like detoxes, but it came free with some shakes I ordered, and it's actually really good. Like the flavor is nice, and it's just like comforting, and I do feel like it helps with like bloating when you're retaining that water weight, as like all tea probably does. But I'm gonna have a cup of that, and it just tastes good. It's comforting, it's warm, and I'm just like, that's gonna make me feel a little better. It's 0 smart points. It's sweetened with stevia already, so yep, just gonna have a cup of that. It's gonna be delicious, and I'll check back within you guys later. I'll probably do a shake soon too. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm having my second shake of the day. I did this one with a decaf Nespresso pod, just 1 shot, and then the salted caramel and water. Really good. I'm glad I did decaf because I'm having this later than I normally would. I would normally just do regular coffee again, but it is getting a bit late. Like I said in my last clip, like I just have not been hungry today. I don't feel like eating. My stomach hurts, but I have been drinking a crap ton of water because I know I cannot get dehydrated even when I don't feel good. Like that's the most important thing, is to make sure you're getting your water in. So that's what I've been doing. And then I had this second shake, and then I'm gonna make myself eat a good dinner. And if I have extra points, maybe I'll have some wine, or I can make a bigger dessert. I don't know. But I need to eat something like substantial tonight.
Guys, it's dinner time. So I actually had a piece of Dove dark chocolate sea salt caramel while I was getting this ready. That was 2 points for just 1 piece. And now I've made this. This over here is the tofu scramble. I uploaded yesterday the video on how to make that. You guys, this is so good. This is like one of my new staples by accident because I wasn't even trying to make it, and now I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. So I have that over here with some salsa on top and some green beans. This whole thing is 7 points. Everything's 0 but the scramble, so 7 points for 1 serving there. And this is what I'm about to have for dinner.
All right, guys, so I just finished my dinner, and I have 12 points left for the day, and I'm really craving something sweet. So I decided to make a higher point dessert, and I'm going to show you what I did. So I took about 5 strawberries, chopped them up in the bottom. On top, I did a container of hummus. I'll show you which one I use. This is dessert hummus. It's from Aldi. So somebody told me that a tub of this was 4 points. Turns out it's 7 points. So double check. People aren't always right, or they're typed wrong or whatever. So I have that's 7 points. Strawberries are 0 points. And then I did 1 point worth of whipped cream, coconut whipped cream. And then I did 2 points worth of pizzelles. So that ends up being a 10-point dessert. Yes, that's a lot, but if you've seen all day, I was not hungry all day. Hormonal right now, a lot going on. So this is gonna be good. I'm not worried about it. Here it is. So like I said, strawberries are on the bottom, pizzelle, and then the chocolate hummus is in the middle, and then there's the whipped cream. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here and sign off. I have 2 points left for the day, and that's just where I'm gonna cut it. It's almost 7. I'm just gonna stop eating now. Yeah, thanks for watching. This probably wasn't the healthiest, like, best choices, because I feel like a lot of my points were very concentrated on the end of the day today, but this was just an honest, like, I feel like crap, and I didn't have a big appetite for part of the day, and hormones, period. Like, this is just an honest what I eat in a day whenever I am not feeling well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.